Every year on International Women's Day, hordes of mouth-breathing troglodytes take to the internet to demand, well, when's International Men's Day? Today is the 19th of November, and it's today. There's nothing in the media informing people it's International Men's Day, and the only reason I know about it is a female friend of mine posted about it on Facebook. But to the ladies who are congratulating us with penises on International Men's Day, cheers birds. But I think it's a good thing that this day doesn't have much media attention. International Women's Day is a big deal, and that's a good thing because so much of what women do is ignored or brushed under the carpet, which ironically is cleaning, something traditionally they're very good at. But the achievements of women should be focused on and celebrated, and in a way it's sad it's only one day, because it's like we're saying, well done girls, now belt up for the rest of the year. Whereas, if you want to see the achievements and inventions of men, just look at the modern world. The vast majority of technology, engineering and architecture has been designed by men. And that's not because men are in any way superior, because we aren't. It's just that for hundreds of years, women were treated as second-class citizens and oppressed. So there's no need to make a fuss about International Men's Day, because aside from International Women's Day, every day is still International Men's Day. And the cretinous half-wits demanding to know when's International Men's Day are the same people who, when Black History Month comes round, they demand, well, when's White History Month? But if you grew up in the West, white history is just called history. The majority of the history of the United Kingdom is rich, powerful white men killing other rich, powerful white men, until they realised that there are countries which belonged to brown and black people and they could nick everything they owned instead. So we don't need a special day set aside, so all of us males can pat each other on the back and tell everyone how fucking great we are. A phrase I utterly despise is check your privilege. The idea that because someone is a straight white male, three things they have no control over, the odds are somehow stacked in their favour. Their achievements don't count for as much because everything's geared towards them. But on International Men's Day, I will say there are privileges afforded to being male. I'm walking alone around this nature reserve and the light is beginning to fade. But I'm not worried about being harassed or bullied or sexually assaulted. But I know many women who wouldn't make this walk on their own at this time of day. Nor do I worry about people leering at me in the street or shouting sexually suggestive things at me from a moving car. Are there men who honestly think that's going to work? As if by shouting, "Oi love, come and sit on my dick," that female will stop whatever it is that she's doing and go off to have intercourse with him in his wanked out Vauxhall Corsa. And if I were to be the victim of some terrible crime, if it went to court, the lawyers wouldn't be asking what I was wearing and if I'd brought it on myself. And in no way am I implying that every female is a quivering wreck who's terrified to leave the house. That's not the case. But as a man, there are fears which my female friends have which simply don't apply to me. Also, men have better spatial awareness, that's why we can park cars. Just on that, an example of something which is both funny and terrifying. Earlier today, I watched a woman take over 2 minutes trying to reverse her Kia Picanto into a space you could get a moderate-sized aircraft carrier into. So that was funny, but it was terrifying because she was parking next to my car. And I think that's the thing we're allowed to celebrate on International Men's Day, that generally speaking, men are slightly better at reverse parking. What an achievement. So on International Men's Day, how about all of us blokes make the effort just to be a bit nicer, to treat other men with a bit more respect and be a bit more courteous and polite to women. There's no need to look at a woman's Instagram profile and call her a slag. Unless it's one of the Kardashians, in which case, fill your boots. There is still a horrible double standard in society. Because if a woman sleeps with 20 men, she'll be labelled as a slag, whereas if a man does the same thing, he's probably gay. So that brings this video to a close, and I know parts of it were serious, it wasn't the usual cacophony of profanity and shouting. So happy International Men's Day, and as ever, thanks for watching.